The human desire for power and perfection has led to mind-blowing inventions, including amazing machines that have made modern life easier and more efficient. Some of them, however, go beyond the typical machines you see every day. They are engineering marvels that will pique your interest and leave you absolutely speechless. From monster vehicles to super dozers and massive cranes, Tech Groupies brings you 9 over-the-top works of engineering. The scientists who invented these crazy technologies are visualizing the future impressively clear. With that in mind, brace yourself, because every machine on this list is quite spectacular. Let's now look at some of the most sci-fi-like, largest, bulkiest, and powerful machines ever built. Let's start the list with the Klein Vision Air Car. Although flying cars have long been the stuff of science fiction, if this company has its way, we may soon be moving around in dual-capacity aircraft cars. Recently, the Air Car, a flying car that has passed the European Union's airworthiness tests, was unveiled by Klein Vision, a Slovakian aviation company. The Air Car uses regular gas from the pump, just like any other old clunker. But unlike your Toyota Corolla, Klein Vision's sleek new vehicle can ascend from the road and reach heights of 18,000 feet, roughly half of a commercial jet's cruising altitude. The Air Car, which is propelled by a BMW-designed engine, can fly at almost 200 miles per hour and cover up to 620 miles on a single tank, or almost the distance between Chicago and Washington, D.C. Once in the air, it is extremely easy to maneuver and has the ability to make sharp turns. The flying vehicle is now legally permitted to fly above Slovakia. That means Air Car, the world's first flying car, is getting closer to mass production. Next up, the Large Hadron Collider, or LHC for short, is thought to be the world's biggest machine, which is a bit funny considering that it was built to study the smallest particles in the universe, subatomic particles. The word large, which the L represents, is an understatement. With a tunnel that is nearly 27 kilometers in diameter, it took the European Organization for Nuclear Research 10 years in collaboration with over 10,000 scientists, hundreds of universities and laboratories, as well as more than 100 countries to build it. This machinery has been used to test various particle physics theories and to assist in the research of unanswered scientific queries and hypotheses. The most significant discovery to come from it so far is the Higgs boson particle, which is thought to have played an important role in the formation of the universe after the Big Bang 13.7 billion years ago. However, there are plans for a larger machine that would dwarf the LHC, known as the Future Circular Collider. When it's released, we might include it in one of our videos. Imagine a front loader with rubber wheels that is over 20 feet tall, can lift 30 cars over its head, and has 7-ton per square foot tires. That accurately describes the world's largest front-end wheel loader, the Letourneau L2350. Photos and videos do not do justice to the Letourneau L2350's monstrous nature. This machine even holds the Guinness World Record for the largest earth-moving machine ever built. Its tires are enormous, with a 13 feet diameter and price of $63,000 each. It also has a huge bucket that can hold as much as 5 regular dump trucks. This, combined with its load capacity of about 80 tons, allows it to lift earth and other objects to incredible heights. All of this weight is driven by a 16-cylinder, 375-gallon diesel engine, producing roughly 2,300 horsepower. That kind of power necessity requires some serious fueling. So, the tank on this beast holds about 50 gallons per hour when in use. Be ready to spend at least $1.5 million if you want one of these massive L2350s for yourself. Paving brick installation takes a long time and is physically demanding, at least if it's done the normal way. In a single day, a paver can only do up to 100 square meters of work. Think about how this measures up to paving at least 400 square meters in a day. That is exactly what the Tigerstone paving machine does. Tigerstone needs just 1 to 3 operators on its platform to feed loose bricks from the hopper into the machine's pusher slot. Once it gets the cobblestones, it will arrange them in a pattern to construct a road that would take several hours to complete manually. This road printer is electrically powered and has a small number of moving parts, so its noise and maintenance requirements are quite low. It is also able to stay on the path that is marked by using its internal sensors. Isn't that amazing? Next up is this 500-meter aperture spherical telescope, or FAST, which is, as you might have guessed from its name, a 500-meter telescope dish situated in southwest China. An impressive engineering achievement, it is estimated to have cost about $180 million to build, including the costs associated with relocating the local population before construction. Its 500-meter wide dish is made up of approximately 4,400 individual aluminum panels that are tilted and moved by over 2,000 mechanical winches to focus on different areas of the sky. Also known as the Eye of Heaven, its massive size means that it can detect extremely faint radio wave whispers from an array of sources across the universe, such as the spinning cores of dead stars, known as pulsars, and hydrogen in distant galaxies. Now let's take a look at the magnificent Bagger 288, the world's second heaviest land vehicle. It can move 240,000 cubic meters of earth per day. It's as heavy as more than 8,600 cars, and it's as tall as the Statue of Liberty. These are just some of the outstanding features of the bucket wheel excavator Bagger 288. It is one of the heaviest land vehicles in the world, weighing at an impressive 13,500 tons. The vehicle is so large that it took 88,000 pounds of paint for it to be fully painted. This bucket wheel excavator has the power and capacity to dig out an entire city by itself. It cost a whopping $100 million to build and was designed to remove overburden and help with the excavation of coal. It can manage around 240,000 tons of coal a day, which says something about how impressive a machine it is. The giant vehicle is electrically powered by 5,600 feet of electrical cables, which is equal to the electricity consumption of a city with 20,000 people. It is now the second heaviest land vehicle because it has been superseded by Bagger 293, which weighs 14,200 tons, but is no less impressive. Next up is Big Bertha, the biggest tunnel boring machine in the world. The 7,000-ton machine is so large that it has to be shipped between job sites. She dwarfs all of her rivals with a total length of 326 feet and a height of 5 stories, and her 17.5-meter diameter could easily swallow the second largest borer in the world. Big Bertha's powerful 25,000 horsepower engine allows her to chew about 10 meters of soil per day with a head drill made up of 260 fixed and moving cutters that rotate fully every minute and weigh a total of about 800 tons. Additionally, the head is equipped with unique nozzles designed to mimic a salvery system. This feature turns the waste soil into paste, making it easier to move around. Although it was manufactured in Japan, the machine was built specifically for the Alaskan Way Viaduct Replacement Tunnel project in Seattle. Not wowed by the list so far? How about a massive bridge? The Overburden Conveyor Bridge F60 is the world's largest mobile technical industrial machine. It is also referred to as the horizontal Eiffel Tower due to its size and similar design. Basically, it is a sizable conveyor belt that moves waste during the mining of coal called overburden. The F60 is a remarkable structure and the longest man-made vehicle ever created. It's also one of the heaviest, weighing in at 13,600 metric tons. There are 5 of these massive overburden bridges remaining, some of which are still in use today. The overburden conveyor bridge is made of steel and has belt systems in place. The bridge was not used to actually extract the coal, rather, the F60 was used to skim the brown coal or to separate it from the overburden, the layers of the earth that lie over the layers of coal. Theoretically, the excavator could move 50,000 tons of overburden or 29,000 cubic meters of material per hour. This is the same amount of excess material required to fill a football field to a height of 8 meters. And lastly, we have the NASA Crawler Transporter, which is the biggest self-propelled vehicle in the world and is designed to transport rockets and spacecraft worth billions of dollars. The crawler is so huge that you could fit an entire baseball infield on its back. Crawlers struggle with speed, as implied by their name. At a speed of 1.6 kilometers per hour, covering 6.4 kilometers can take more than 11 hours. The crawler, however, was not designed for speed. It was designed and built to support a great deal of weight. To give you an idea, it transported the 322-foot-tall and 2.60 million kilogram Artemis 1 rocket from the assembly building to the launch pad. The crawler transporter weighs 2,721 tons and is supported by 4 double-tank tracks, each of which is longer than an average bus. Not only that, but NASA constructed 2 crawler transporters at a cost of $14 million back in 1965. That would be equal to about $130 million in 2022 dollars after inflation. Even that seems cheap in comparison to these amazing engineering feats. We've covered everything from the construction industry to mining to futuristic vehicles. Do you think we left anything out? Let us know in the comments. This is Tech Groupies, and we hope you enjoyed our list of 9 unbelievably incredible machines. Make sure you subscribe to our channel to view more videos of cutting-edge technology and rockin' gadgets. See you next time.